The county says that it's not a home. It can be considered a home if it's less than 400 square feet.
Yeah, I think that's what they said, yeah.
Even for like an ADU.
Yep.
But then I talked to this engineer who had plans approved for a, what's it called, container home? Mm-hmm. That was way less than 400 square feet, right?
Yeah.
And they approved it as a single family residence on land in unincorporated county.
Yep.
So I think that's crap. That they're going to tell me that this won't work as a primary residence or as an ADU because of its square footage.
Well, I think their default answer is no matter what.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Which isn't fair to the residents, though. And people who are looking for solutions for housing.
Yeah, it's no unless you are a big corporate entity, and then it's immediately yes, and we'll figure it out later.
Well, like Auto Camp.
Yeah.
In Joshua Tree, which is
they
like
have tiny houses.
Ugly.
Yeah.
Everybody hates it.
Yeah.
Right? It's freaking Airstreams.
Yeah, it's mostly Airstreams and then like two.
They have a couple of tiny houses there, but I don't know what their certificate, like their build quality is.
Yeah.
Right? But then you ask the county, like, well, if I can't have something like this as like a Airbnb on my property, why is that allowed? And they're like, oh, because it's a hotel property.
Yeah, but if
So it's okay for housing if somebody wines and dines you and get a special permit because they're part of like a huge
It is interesting because if they're saying it's a hotel property, I'm assuming they're saying it's because there's somebody that stays there, right? During the day and the night. But I would also say that most of these people that have Airbnbs have them on their own property.
Right.
Local residents, and they are there during it. So why is the county prohibiting these people that are residents, that are tax-paying residents, right, that put the money back into the local economy? Why are they prohibiting them from doing something that they can make money for themselves? It's something that's good for the local economy versus somebody that just takes the money out, 100% of it out, right? And they're letting them do something that the local residents can't. Exactly the identical thing.
Yeah. And then like they're like, well, it's a trailer if it has wheels. You're like, well, no, I can put it on the foundation, and then it's manufactured housing.
Yeah, you can put it on the
prefabricated
foundation.
housing.
You can tie it in with ground anchors, all that kind of stuff.
Right,
yeah.
and it's at a higher building code than like you go to the RV park or the mobile home park, right? This is built better than the codes there.
Oh my God, then an Airstream?
Those are allowed as housing though because they're in a designated area.
Yeah, it's a really strange thing where somebody couldn't say, I'm going to buy a 5-acre plot and I want to live in my own house. It's going to have septic, it's going to have electricity, it's built to a higher code, but then the county says, nope.
That makes no sense.
We want you to be in a trailer park 10 feet from your neighbor.
Yeah. So, a lot of hypocrisy in the county for what they're saying is housing and not housing.
Well, is it kind of the NIMBY thing? Is that the people that are on the board and the board of supervisors in the county don't want to have somebody living next to them that isn't as wealthy as they are?
I think it has a lot to do with it. You know?
I mean, they did, after all, vote a referendum that they can raise their own salaries at any time they please.
Yeah.
And only them get to approve that they raise their own salaries.
But if they want more money to have higher salaries, why don't they allow more housing? And then people will pay taxes on that housing.
Yeah, you
or
would
allow
think.
more housing options for Airbnbs.
Just like many of these politicians, they believe that anybody that doesn't make as much money as they do isn't a person.
Right.
And doesn't have rights.
Because people are just lazy and they're not working hard enough to afford the $500,000 medium household costs and expenses here. But, you know.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, all I can say is that I think once they do allow more housing solutions.
Yeah.
That's the best way to alleviate the problem with the housing crisis and affordability.
Well, of course.
In this area.
I mean,
you're not going to get rid of the tourism. You don't want to get rid of the tourism.
Yeah, exactly.
But
how do you solve a housing crisis? What's the best way to solve a housing crisis?
Provide more housing.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
It's insane.
It's like, how do you solve homelessness?
Provide
housing.
affordable housing. I wouldn't say that if you just say, we're going to make a law that makes it easy for a developer to come in and make, let's say, houses as they would advertise them in starting in the low 800s. I don't think that's providing affordable housing.
Especially when you're in a community where people are not making that kind of money here. People,
Well, up here in, where we are in San Bernardino County, particularly.
Well, in the Joshua Tree area in general, there's just...
And Joshua Tree, yeah.
The locals do not have that kind of money.
Yeah. Well, I think most people in California, I mean, you look at the median income, household income versus the price of a house, I mean, that...
Oh yeah, huge discrepancy.
Yeah, exactly. So providing houses that people can actually afford and live in, I guess would be a nice thing. I don't know. I mean, the fact that here's the biggest thing. The fact that they're available. The fact that we're building houses. That there are people that want to live in them full time. There's couples, there's single people, there's even families that would say, you know what, I'm sick of living in this rental. And I want something that I own that I can be proud of, and they don't care that it's small. They want something nice. So.
Well, that's the thing. Like, why does the size matter so much? If people want to live in a smaller space because it's more economic or it creates more mindfulness of what they own and how they're living their lives. Like,
if that's what they want.
Wrong?
If that is,
Why does the county say that's wrong?
Yep.
All right, I don't see any other holes to do right now.
Okay.
I always say that, and then the next time I come and take a look, I'm like, oh shoot, I missed one.
Yeah.
And I don't have the putty.